Good evening. My name is Rachel Wolf, and I'm the CEO of the American Committee for Shaare Zedek. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight to show solidarity with Israel and our beloved hospital. For those of you who have been to our dinners in the past, tonight looks different because our lives changed on October 7th, and everything is different. Thank you for your friendship. Your incredible support has been inspiring beyond words. Thank you to our incredible honorees who understood that now more than ever, we needed to come together in solidarity for the benefit of the hospital. Mazel tov to Faye and Paul Jesser, to Mindy Mitzner-Zisholtz, to David Isaacson, to Jackie Erber and Yoni Sampson. Welcome to the friends of Dr. Jerry Gross, Zichrono Livracha. Thank you to the loyal members of the American Committee staff from around the country, to our incredible colleagues in Israel, and to all those who have nobly helped us this past month. Just a few months ago, 22 members of my family and several family friends traveled to Germany for a life-altering heritage trip where a street was named after my great-grandfather. On this trip, we had the opportunity to meet with many German dignitaries and citizens who welcomed us with humility, with grace, and with a strong commitment to perpetuating the memories of those who had been murdered in the Holocaust. Watching my father stand under his grandfather's sign in the city of Dietzenbach, surrounded by his family, showed me the true resilience of our people. Visiting the home of my grandmother, whose parents, first husband, and foster child were all murdered in various concentration camps while she survived, was deeply emotional. My heroic grandmother, who after being liberated walked 600 miles to her home, only to find complete devastation. This trip renewed in me my pride in the woman she was, the most optimistic, kind, giving person I ever knew. She saw the best in people and smiled through all her pain. She believed unflaggingly in God, and she always found a way to see the light. This is something I have spent my entire life trying to emulate. But on October 7th, that optimism came crashing down. Fear, anger, grief, such deep grief. I was reminded of the chilling pasuk from Shemot 12:30, Ki ein bayit asher ein sham met, for there was no house where there wasn't someone dead. We all know somebody who was murdered, who was kidnapped, who was injured, who has been traumatized by the atrocities of the invasion. We are all praying passionately for the safety of our beloved Chayalim, our heroic soldiers. As Simchat Torah in America ended, I raced to my phone, relieved to see a message from my colleague and friend Razi Florsheim, updating our offices on what had happened at the hospital. Sadly, we learned of the terrible personal losses the Shaare Zedek family had sustained, and we learned of the dozens and dozens of patients that were brought to our doors. But then, my seed of hope began to grow. I could feel the resilience of our people as the hospital jumped into action and did what it always does. It became a beacon of hope and healing for all those who needed it. As hundreds of our staff headed to the front, others stepped up to care for all those wounded in the initial attacks. Our incredible staff, led nobly and bravely by the indefatigable Professor Ofer Marin and Professor Yonatan Halevi, stood ready for any challenge that came their way. In our office in America, the outpouring of love was immediate and way beyond anything I have ever witnessed, ever. Our closest friends stepped up at every level, sending in millions of dollars, and hundreds of new donors poured in, eager to help us provide the essential care needed. Our board member, Steve Matloff, made sure that our name was listed as part of his synagogue's list of support, and suddenly, thousands and thousands of new donors and new dollars poured in as our cause went viral in Los Angeles. Our friend Lee Lewittis called Sharon Goldwyn and arranged for Ofer to appear on Fox News. And within 2 hours, we had raised $30,000 from Jews and non-Jews alike from all over the country. Surprising gifts started to come in as well, including $250,000 from Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. When our people faced the most heinous devastation since the Holocaust, our community united and has been putting so much good back into the world. This is what has restored my faith in humanity. I have always believed that the greatest revenge against those who hate us is to bring new Jewish lives into this world, which is why the record that Shaare Zedek just said was so heartening. One of our midwives wrote, "On a difficult day, when we have been counting all those who have fallen, I wanted to share another count. Last night we counted and discovered that we broke an all-time record for the number of births in 1 month at Shaare Zedek, 1,823. One of Shaare Zedek's true heroes, Emunah Hassin, Zichronah Livracha, used to tell me that on the hardest days of the Intifada, she would go to visit the babies. No matter what was happening in the world, these innocent faces brought her comfort. I must say, her words are all the more powerful today now that I am a mother." As we all struggle with the horrific hate being propagated and the devastating attack on our loved ones, I hear the wise words of Ruth Messenger. We don't have the luxury to be overwhelmed. She is right. Now is our moment. Never again is now. We will not be overwhelmed. We will fight. We will continue to stand strong and support our homeland, and we will stand strong with Israel, and we will stand strong with Shaare Zedek. We will not bow our heads in fear. We will rise as we always do. They tried to bury us, but they didn't realize we were seeds. We will grow and we will thrive, and we will make it clear that we are Am Echad Belev Echad, one nation with one heart. Thank you for being a part of the Hospital with a Heart.